r/AskReddit by Reddition. Like and subscribe. Apart from accent, how can you tell someone is British? Just walk up to them and say auto glass repair. If they finish it, they are British. You could also try singing 0800 00. Ask them about the price of a Freddo. Any reaction other than a 10-minute long rant about how many you used to be able to buy for a quid compared to now, and they are not British. I'm fairly sure this is how the Bank of England determines what the inflation rate is. It's absolutely blasphemous that they are more than 5p these days. Suggest making tea in a microwave. Watch for the reaction. Edit. Guys, I'm sorry, I'll put the kettle on and get the Yorkshire tea out. From a cultural awareness course I went on, British people will invite you out to the pub after work on a Friday. You'll get uproariously drunk together, laugh, sing, plan holidays etc. as you go from pub to club to kebab shop. At the end of the night you'll group hug each other and agree to be friends forever. On Monday back at work, they will pretend it never happened and they don't know you. Edit. This is clearly a stereotype particular to some middle-class southerners and ignores the wonderfully diverse and rich drinking cultures found across the UK. Someone who is really polite, the more they hate you, and more insulting the more they like you. Accurate. My love language is making jokes at the other person's expense until I take it too far and have to apologize. If a person says alright as both a question and an answer, alright mate. Alright. Is this the cue to answer the question? Better stand here just in case. When tea solves all problems. Stressed? Drink some tea. Tummy ache? Need some tea. Existential crisis? Better have some tea. My British husband believes in tea as much as my Mexican grandma believes in Vicks. It cures everything. We also believe in Vicks almost as much as your Mexican nan. They eat beans on toast. My German boyfriend thought he was being so cute by making me beans on toast. His little face was so proud as he placed the plate in front of me. I looked down and he'd used kidney beans. He really thought it was just any beans. Start a queue for nothing. If they join it, they're Brits. I remember when I was in 6th form, we were going to Auschwitz and our group had just shown our tickets before flying from East Midlands. We stopped before getting on the plane so we could count everyone before boarding, and random passengers just started queuing behind us without anybody telling them to. We had to go and just hope that everybody had made it through. The most British thing about this is that you were willing to risk losing students rather than face the awkwardness of telling the people behind you that it wasn't a queue. If they bang their hands on their knees as they get up from a seated position and then say right. Source, I'm British edit. Okay, apparently many other I do this too. Pretty sure the British started it. Right, I'm off. Me, every time I go anywhere. We apologize. Constantly. Then apologize for apologizing. It's a sickness, we literally can't help it. Sorry. When a waiter drops a stack of plates they'll cheer, or smash a glass behind a bar. Wah hey. They don't talk in a lift, elevator for our friends across the pond. If they say dodgy. Ending a text with XX. If you're in a relationship and your last doesn't put an X at the end of a text, you know you're in trouble. Or when you're trying to get with a bird and try the move of going from 1X to XX. Ask them for chips and see what the result is. They will avoid making small talk at all costs and respond with polite, yet awkward alarm if you attempt to engage them in such. However, if you periodically insert booze, they will become a living chatty Cathy who is also your best friend and won't stop until they pass out. There is no in between. Observe their reaction to the term fanny pack. If they look scandalized, they're probably British. It's called a bum bag in the UK. The word fanny is apparently British slang for female genitalia, whereas it's old American slang for butt. Ask them how they are. If they don't actually tell you, but reply with "can't complain," "not bad," or "alright they're British." Cause they hate everything about the UK, but will fight to the death with anyone who criticizes it. That they're either super nice and well mannered 1 minute, or sailors another minute. There's no in between. British people have a tendency to be very creative with curses as well. Personal experience. We are hella good at football chants. While USA are just chanting attack 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 or defense defense defense, we are composing parodies of Beethoven. Yeah, you'd never hear the 80,000 American voices bursting out a rendition of the referee's Awanka, or you fat bastard. In it. Mum. Your mum. Mention Jamie Oliver if the reaction is anything ranging from disgust to anger. They're British. When indicating the number 2 with their fingers, we, British, will always use the front, palm side, of their hand, rather than the back. It's very offensive in the UK to use your 2 fingers while showing the back, like showing your middle finger, so growing up it became natural to use the palm side of your hand to indicate 2, rather than the back. I think Americans call it the peace sign, or V sign. For us it means FU. When working in a pub I would always be able to tell who was foreign and who was British by the way they asked for 2 drinks with their hands. If they are a villain in an American movie. Hearing someone say spotted dick and not giggle. You can usually spot them letting people cut in front of them in a queue while tutting and shaking their heads. If they say a word you don't know, ask them what it means. A Brit will say 9 out of 10 times that it's slang for vagina. My significant other had pointed out to me in the past that when you meet people also and ask them where they're from, almost everyone tells you their country of origin, but Brits tend to tell you their city, county, or country, if Scottish/Welsh, but not English. At the time she highlighted this to me, we were in South America, and I had just met a couple from the US who told me they were American, like we hadn't figured that out. When asked where I was from, I had said South London. Anecdotal evidence suggests she's right. Most other nationalities clock our accent and I guess we figure they know we are Brits and are asking where in the UK we're from, because we might know their friend Steve. Americans really do seem to think everyone in the UK knows each other. A Uber driver in LA wanted to know if we knew Idris Elba. Not if we knew who he was, if we were mates with him. Mental. Rather. Mobile. Petrol. Cheeky. Nando's. In it. Bruv. True story. While I was at Boston Logan Airport, a random American asked me for the date. I said Tuesday 6th. Because us Brits never pronounce T's. This person started giggling and said I thought you was British and walked back to their table at a sandwich bar I was at. Literally asked me for the date to confirm my nationality. I didn't realize it was a meme at the time, but I took the bait. By the way, we don't pronounce cheese because we drunk them all. They own a kettle. They say please, thank you, and sorry an inappropriate number of times. Their teeth are not bleached white. Their go-to conversation topic is about the weather. They will be annoyed that you called them British instead of what country they actually come from, aka English, Welsh, Scottish, Irish. Source: English person. Say soccer and see their reaction. If you punch them and they say bloody hell then they're British. I can't believe you've done this. If they're carrying a can of Stella around the neighborhood with their shirt off usually. Hyphenated last names, like Neville Clayton White. What side of the stairs they walk on, i.e. the left side. If her name is Gemma. No American has this name. Just pay attention to their idioms and Bob's your uncle. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. In it bruv.